What is up? Oh. Stuffy out here. I'm gonna leave the door open for a little bit. Fuck yeah, what up? Joseph. Is Liv still here? Bad for you, what's up? 850? What up, Charles? Well, episode 128. Weekly violations. Not a whole lot. Man, I'm telling you. Well, actually, yeah, the channel's back. Let me start by, the channel is back. I deleted like a couple hundred shorts, some videos, just to be sure. So, yeah, members is back going. The channel's back to its original place. Thank God. We'll see. I'm just stoked on that. That kind of all ended up going smooth. I took my violation like everybody should, and it worked out. So. Super Shay here, what up, man? You got members? Yeah, I finally did. Oh, you the man. I see a star next to your name already. You're the man. I think my wife was the first one to see if it would work. I think she knew and she called and was like, I think it went through. They let me join. And I was like, oh, sweet. So the cool thing about it this time is there's an entire library of videos on there already. So, Lift, appreciate you, brother. I really do. Stoked on that. So, yeah, that was a bummer. So I hope I was able to at least somewhat keep you guys entertained while I went through the 90-day BS. So yeah, thank you. Grumpy, what up? Nothing. Starting episode 128, and oh yeah, talking about how I finally got the channel back and everything's back to the way it's supposed to be. And I really didn't do much for notes this week. So, yeah, I will be kicking the content out now. Back to being enjoyable again. I'm going to lose viewership, but... So, what else? I may work on like a lower tier that I don't know. What it did is it took all my old stuff and just brought it back, which is really weird. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to change any settings. It's just at the end of the day, on the 14th, I was exhausted. I was aggravated because it wouldn't. Oh, bad for you. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining members, man. I was aggravated, just kind of having a rough day, and I kept looking, and it wouldn't let me reapply. And it said May 14th you can reapply, and that 90 days was aggravating, especially every time I sat down to edit a video, knowing that I'm just putting it up so YouTube can make money on it. But then I'm like, no, it's not just that. Everybody that follows you gets to watch it. So I'm a so Um, yeah, I thought they were like BSing me, and I had to send them a message and be like, "What's going on?" And then after that, it said I could reapply, and then they told me it may be up to a month, and I'm like, "Really? Come on!" And it was the next day, so kind of stoked on that. My blade was kept in a dark cave for a millennium, so you know it's dark. Dude, were you just trying to modify it to get it to oil better? Because I don't really much care for the design of those oilers. I think they could come up at a slant to allow the oil to go to the blade correctly. You know what I mean? So, Charles, appreciate you, brother. It was really a bummer, man. I went from 50 members, and then I'm like, holy smokes. There's people like guilty of treason that probably doesn't even realize he was just supporting to support that it even went away. So it's, I don't know. To some people, they even know I was gone. So, yeah. What up, GP? Yeah, I finally got memberships back. I'm no longer in trouble. I served my time like you're supposed to. You don't cry about getting a violation. You just, I may have cried a little bit. If I cried, I didn't mean to. Okay, let's just say that. And you deal with it. Yeah, we're back. We're back, and I'm sure that'll do something here. Maybe even in this live feed to get it shut back down. But we'll wing it till then. Well, you know. I did not cry. I may have cried a little bit. Actually, I think it was windy in here that day. It may have been just, and my allergies was bad, so I don't technically think I cried. Also, you know what? You know what I don't like? By the way, anyone running a true business can get writing off subscription as another as education. Oh yeah, I've heard that. I've heard guys say you probably told me that. I think you were one of the ones that told me that. You were. Now that I think back, yeah, you were. So he may be right. I don't know. I'm sure he's probably right. Remember last week? You know, I'm not gonna do a live feed. Well, I'm gonna do the live feed, but it's gonna be a Q&A. The weekend did, and Smurf Dog, aka Daniel Murphy, OG YouTube tree guy, um, sent me a message because I critiqued his stuff, and he was like, kind of said I'm crazy a little bit, and we actually I think we have a pretty good ability to just not agree on things, and it's like okay, we just don't agree. But he's like, let's do a Q&A, and I'm like, okay, and he's like, oh, well, I'll ask you a question, then you ask me a question, and I'm like, okay, let's do it the next live feed, and you know he waited, and like he was like that chick that you're going to pick up, and as you're pulling up, she's like running out and getting in the car with her friends, and you're like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, right at the last second, he says, I can't do it. He disputes the fact that he waited till the last second. He says that he let me know ahead of time, which he technically didn't. But he's like, I'm gonna be busy during the live feed. Sorry, I can't do it. I said, okay, all right, well, whatever. And that's when I had to struggle last week to put the live feed together. And it went okay. So he says, let's do it next week. Actually, you guys tell me, am I wrong? I like Murph. He's batshit crazy. Charles, 1,000%. That is a factual statement. That is the reason I like him. I like crazy. I think crazy's fun. without some crazy, it's boring. So, yeah, I like Daniel's craziness. But, I mean, let's be real. I don't want to say that totally. I kind of. Let's just say, if you know Daniel, most people, as a tree guy on YouTube, if you make YouTube videos as a tree guy, or you comment or something like that, you probably wouldn't shake a stick at him or piss on him if he's on fire, because he makes people mad. That's what Daniel does. But I like that. I think it's funny. So I back Daniel, but it just doesn't mean that I'm going to agree with everything. So I think he came into the live feed last week, didn't he? Didn't he get in? Do you guys? Does anybody remember? Because I think he said he was going to be busy, and then snuck into the live feed at some point. Because I think I seen some people saying his name. Yeah, for about 10 minutes. Okay, that makes sense. It makes sense. That's what I thought happened, but it doesn't make sense that he says he's going to be busy, can't do it, and then he shows up. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we're going to do it for this week, and then he flakes again. He said he's going to flake again. I don't like that. So just, if you came here for the Daniel Murphy Q&A, which I've been getting emails, thousands of them at a time, of people being like, you're doing the live feed with Daniel, the Q&A, right? Please. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to do it. Like, I don't know. And so he flaked again, so we won't be doing the Q&A this time. We voted against the Q&A? Okay. Alright, we won't do it then. We have to put down ground rules. He's not allowed to talk about pruning. I want him to talk more about, because he seems to think he has this like explanation of that cut that's gonna like get me to change my mind. But a snap cut is a snap cut, whether it's angled or how it's done. It's a snap cut. A face cut is a face cut. A back cut is a back cut. You know? I'm boycotting the Q&A. Okay, I'm down with that. And also, you know what I kind of want to do is throw every week, well, maybe every other week, have one of you guys just join the live feed, and maybe we'll figure. I'll think about how I want to do it. I don't know. Maybe we could have you guys point out the shit that you don't like throughout the week, on top of it, which do some guest spots or something like that. I think it'd be kind of fun. What else do I have for the PSAs? Oh, what's the deal with like all these old farts? This is what happened. When you start realizing you can't do something, this is the words that you'll say. I'm gonna focus more on teaching and sharing these they are definitely the same, dude. They're the same. Only thing that's changing is gravity and tension compression. That's what you've changed. I mean, a salami cut is a salami cut. Like, I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, I think in a lot of guys, they start to get to that point where they can't do anymore, so they're like, I'm gonna teach. Like, let's take Bino for example. Bino is very knowledgeable when it comes to climbing and like gear and all that stuff. But what up, Dan? We got the channel back. That's what I'm stoked on. Yeah, Bino is really, really smart and like experienced, but like he focuses on teaching. But you know what? I gotta take that back. He's always kind of focused in that realm. But you got like bucking that will sit here and be like, oh, well, I'm out of the blue, I'm going to start focusing on teaching. Oh God, please don't. So when you start to realize that you can't do it anymore, then you're going to start teaching? My drawing hand is messed up right now. Bino is a cool nerd. Yep. Yeah, he seems like he's a cool guy. Like he's not. Yeah, he's a nerd. He's not cool, but his nerdiness makes him cool. There are different ways to be cool. You like some people are just cool. They're born with it. They're cool. Some people are so kind of dorky that they're cool. Some people are just annoying. You got Climber Drews out there and stuff, but you know. Oh, facts. Facts, yeah. Fred's cool. Bino had a video saying he had. What? I take back everything. I'm sorry. No, what I said is kind of factual stuff. Like, I'm not taking none of that, but I'm sorry to hear that. That is not cool. Man. What do you guys say? Here's something that's like, that totally just, like, threw a wrench into my stuff. Yeah, Bino's cool now. Yeah, that's facts. I take everything back. What do you guys think? Would you like to know if you have something that's going to take you out? Or would you just rather not know? Because let me be clear with you. As I get older, and all the people that, like, will call and be like, hey, I need a hand with this. You have so many different companies and guys out there that'll call and be like, I need a hand. Draw Bino? Dude, you don't want me. That's mean. Like, I'm not skilled enough. And then what we just heard, I'm not. What? No, dude. I don't even want to say. I have jokes right now that aren't funny. They're dark. So we'll change the subject. And the homeowner said the other guy seemed nervous. The first thing he quoted was 400 for gas. What the hell? I don't like Bino because he's commented on my channel. I don't think he approves of me. Yeah, I think it. I don't care how good a person is. If they're out, like, trashing on somebody else and meaning it over the internet, you're kind of dorky. You know, I don't care that much. Like, I try to help somebody. If you don't take criticism and get offended, then it's your fault. Like, because there is criticism, and then there's just being a dumbass, like an arrogant dumbass that just thinks they have so much knowledge from this little screen they just watch, which is crazy sometimes. But I don't see Tim being a guy that, like, can't take criticism, so that's where I jumped right to, you know. Some guys play a really nice, proper, cool, you know, Mr. Perfect personality for the internet when they're far from it, and they're definitely not my type of people. So I like to put a persona on the internet that is, I'm a jerk and mean, and then when you meet me, I'm way nicer than that, and so I'm better than. You don't build yourself up, then you're going to disappoint. I make people think, don't talk to this guy, and then when you talk to me, you'll be like, oh, that's why he looks so cool and is so, you know what I mean. It's a more factual thing. Yeah, exactly. Some guys cannot take criticism, and that's because they know they suck. But on the internet, you can pretend. So that's why it amazes me the channels that guys support. I see the support that some of these channels get, and it's like, out of all the people that you would support us, that's why we don't have Reg Coates no more. That's why you don't get videos from, like, Lawrence Schultz. There used to be guys like Joe Bisping. Again, I would give anything to see Jaden Anderson have a channel. And, like, Ah, Jerry, what up, brother? Welcome back. Thanks. I appreciate you. You the man, Jerry. But oh yeah, I got halfway into a thought. The older I get, all these people that call and they're like, "Hey, can you come give me a hand?" I just went and looked at one. It's a death trap. That's all it is. It is a complete death trap. Now, I told the guy, um, I'm like, hey, dude, I'm gonna be straight with you. The older I get, I feel like all y'all are in a contest because you can bet on everything nowadays, and I'm like, I feel like there's a open pot, like a bet going, who can get me killed because everyone knows I've never had to turn one down. I've always figured out a way to get everything done with the least amount possible, which often means I will put myself in some pretty stupid spots. But like as I get older, I'm like, y'all are plotting against me. When I go look at this shit, it's just like, no. So if I don't show back up one day, I'll have my wife leave a post so you guys don't waste any more money on members. You can cancel immediately. No, don't cancel yet. Give my wife like another month of all the amazing YouTube monies. And I'm sure that'll get her by for a couple of years afterwards. Till she finds like a better looking guy or something. Do you accept negative IRS refunds? Not currently. We're trying to get to that, but cents on the dollar, yo. yeah. Okay. Dude, you can pay in food stamps if you want. That's cool. Get a GoFundMe going. Yeah. Jeez. I watched the live feed when I fell that I did afterwards. And it made my stomach sick. Because I can see this. I'm doing my best to pretend for the internet that I'm cool. I'm still alive. I'm alright. And like the just dullness behind my eyes where I thought, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to have to go get some goofy, I don't know, man, contraption to get me around and, not cool. I'm going to have another kid. I don't see. I have them everywhere. I was thinking about going out and having more kids too. My wife doesn't like it, but you know what I mean? Like, she's not the boss. I'm kind of the boss. So, possibly lift. Possibly. Yeah. But, yeah, man, I just looked at a gnarly, nasty one. And now that I've been kind of saving some stuff for the memberships, I didn't want to edit the videos yet. I have a brand new video that I will make for the members. It's actually, you guys watched the long form video where me and my brother took down the sycamores. Well, there's a climber POV of that whole thing that will be, I'm not drawing it. I'm not drawing it. Until I get to the where I'm reviewing your video from that you just put out, homie. You smell like you want viral. Like, that video is doing good. Draw it bad, buddy. Gonna jump in the shower. Dude, I don't want to know. I just got a visual. I got this little gnome statue out there in my front yard of that thing bare ass like under a spraying leaf or something. I don't even. I don't like it though. I don't like it. Draw the Murph in the. Alright, god dang it. Somebody's got to do this. Oh, here's something I'm going to show. I don't know how, but Troyer the Destroyer says it ain't pretty. Check it out. So Troyer the Destroyer didn't know what a GB Bollard is, and before I absolutely lost it on him and took offense, I was like, yo, just hit me up in the next live feed. I've got them laying all over the place. I usually got one in my back pocket. I take them everywhere. There's one on my, this one's on my keychain. So it's like, the other one I got, I beat the hell out of. This one I don't want to mess up because it's got my homie's picture. We got Greg Brown. We got Dano. And then Tim gave me that sticker. Live the tree life. And I feel like, I don't think we're living the same tree life. Yours seems like it's at the end of a rainbow. But that to each their own, you know what I mean? My video got 250 views. No, Drew, yours is like, dude, isn't it? That thing hit 20,000 before we did the live feed. So, and this is, well, let's be clear. That's the only reason Tim got popular too. You gotta show that stuff. If you're not insecure, show that shit. Yeah. That's what does good. No one gives a damn about a tree guy who does. Look at my channel. How long steady for what we're going on? It's been over a decade of steady, non-stop content. Never once have I bugged somebody, please hit the thumb button. Please give me donations. Please this, please. Nothing. And it has the slowest growth. And the only time it does something real good, my video that went viral at the start that helped build my channel was me messing up. Where I was out on the limb, it just broke. So, dude, if I'm being straight, one long form video like that can build your channel. GP has done really good on YouTube Shorts. Like, he knows the repercussions of just having just even a YouTube short going viral is you can get a lot of subscribers off something like that. Yeah, Tim, and your mouth watered. I know, but I don't want to talk about it. That's weird. Ground Pounder, thank you, brother. If I didn't say it, I feel like I didn't say it. I don't know why I wouldn't say it. I appreciate you. Always. You have been the man. And I've watched many people come and go for a very long time. And my guy Ground Pounder has been, everyone else I have seemed to bring out insecurities in them. To where they like, I don't like that guy, he's an asshole, or this or that. But, yeah. Thank you, brother. Totally blushing? Don't do that. I don't like that. Don't blush no more. Stop it. I got 63 subs. I'm one of them. It's a strong 63. Oh, and yeah, I'm not saying that. I was gonna say something. Go over and check out OA50's channel. Charlie's been getting her done. So Chuck's getting her done. Okay, let's start the week. Gross. I just thought about Murph in the shower again. That was gross. I threw up a little bit, but it's not good. I don't like that. GP in this channel is really grumpy? Dude, you're the man. I appreciate that. Because giving someone your time and attention, as much as it aggravates me when I look over and see some of these channels, it's like the dullest content ever. That is just so boring. That I want to support the person, but they're just so boring. Do good. And then I see other guys that have channels. It's like they're getting views, but it makes them. If you're not a secure man with your manhood, if you're insecure at all, it's hard to hit the subscribe button for another guy's channel or hit the thumbs button. I think guys think they send to like a notification. It's like, this dude's a puss. It doesn't. Okay, liking someone's video and disliking it even helps. Like, be honest. Like, it's good. It sucks. Why they need to change the thumb and the down thumb, the up thumb, to it good or suck. And I think we're on to something there. I want that XI Holdfast Ballard. Really, I think I seen that thing at the expo. I don't like it. I have some footage on it. I started my little tree company. I just had a customer. I'm hoping it works. I'm going to stew where I'm at. So I get enough work. Going on my own. BR, it will. Brother, if you're enjoying it, I'm telling you, it will. You're being a smart man about it too. You're just doing what it takes. But if you can chase a dream there and maybe reverse a little bit of the must-dos and make them something that you like doing, dude, that's the key to a happy life for a man. Powder pillows? What the fuck? Yeah, the GB Ballard is so over. It's a tank, man. I am telling you, it has to be going on between 6 and 8 years. I have beat the piss. I mean, beat the piss out of that thing. And it's still like it was when it was new. Like, we got some little marks on it, but that's it. And we've done some ignorant shit with that thing. John says, I think they are both good devices. I like that, John. I think you're probably right. I didn't really care for this bollard I seen. It had these weird little like T's built into it on the bollards or on the fair leads. So I didn't like those, but I do like Greg has done the 4 front on his that he started doing. And I don't know if I like that or I like this. I've never had one that has the 4. I've always just done the 2. And I think I like that. Just the 2. He extended these a little bit too, because knowing that you're gonna lock off on those, it doesn't hurt to have them be a little bigger. But man, the amount of shit we've done to this. Plus, this is set up beautifully. If you don't have a GRCS, you can simply take this thing, mount it to the tree, and then as you're getting ready to rig, you just take a CMI rope jack and it clips right here, and then it hooks, and you have a manual, or not, I guess they're both manual, but you have a different version of the GRCS, and you're able to lift. It's super easy to clip on and set up. I can do a video on it if you guys want, but like for a guy that can't afford a GRCS and needs to have a lifting device like that, that is set up so perfect for it. Brad Dad, what up? I'm way behind on comments. I gotta skip some. You guys type too fast. Stop. I'm gonna screenshot. Last time, I think when I ended, there was only like a couple hundred views, and there was like 1,200 chats from you guys during this. So, I'm being honest. You guys may talk too much. BR, I back that one. I prefer the small. Like, stay that way. It is so much more peaceful, less stressful. Like, I don't know. But I get it's a man's nature to I want to be the best. That's why every tree guy that drives by me decides he has to. Okay, I moved my daughter out of her college campus yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I got back late. And what a ridiculous drive. It's like 3.5 hours, 3.5 to 4 hours there and back. And we got all of her stuff and brought it back. I passed by many, what I guess has to be tree guys, but I was in my wife's truck, which is letters, and like the amount of guys that got next to me and would rev their engines in big trucks, and like you would see a blower in the back or something. I don't, I don't know. People are so weird, man. So weird. Yeah, appreciate that, Drew. She is a, I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna say this right now. We may have picked up the wrong kid when she was born, because she is super smart. Just she's been. If having kids was always like this, no parent should ever complain about anything. She is such a good kid. She got basically a full ride to Missouri State University and is the resident advisor at her dorm, which gives her her own room and gives her free room and board and meals and like this kid. She's special for sure. She got all the stuff I didn't get, so, and that just shows you like she's seen. This is what I've done forever. She's seen it. Like, she don't want no part in it. That's because she's smart. Yeah, if you get the YouTube cert, it's basically, it's actually, it's more important than the TS, or the TCIA cert, or the ISC, whatever they want to call it. My son got a full ride to UCLA. Oh, that's sick. Kids to be better than us. Much better. That's sick. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my daughter is better than me. She's she's a little angel. Like, I don't know. Yeah. She's something else. Yeah, back to stupid stuff. Alright. First channel. I'm 43, VR says. I think I am too, BR, or 42 or something like that. I'm actually like 22 if you do the math right. Um, but technically, customers are the worst. Yeah, yeah. So first channel is guilty of treason this week. He put out a video called "We Needed a Crane to Remove These Huge Dead Firs." Really? Really? What does better mean? Well, it can mean a lot. It could mean a lot. There's a lot of things that I hope she does better. So I guess you're definitely not getting a specific line out of that one. But Guilty put out this video. It starts, and at the beginning, Jacob is crying about being sick again. This guy is sick nonstop. Isn't he always sick? I'm pretty sure he's always sick. Every time I've ever watched, he's sick. And I watch his videos every single week. I think he's sick every single video. And I might be wrong about a day or so, but he's sick always. Always crying about being sick. And then he talks about selling the crane. Which, I don't like money talk. You want to know the truth? I don't like money talk. Dude, Jason Jackson's a beast. I guess that guy took it on short notice. And that Morales fight, or Moraes fight, that dude's a savage. He, like, when he gets you hurt, like when he got DJ, he totally smoked that dude whose name looks like it's spelled like the word knife. Or maybe the opposite, or I can't remember. I worked for the nicest customer today. So nice. I dumped a load of chips and spread them with the skid loader. Just because she wanted to clean the front area up. Dude, that's, yeah, you gotta appreciate those people. You definitely do. You run into so many people who don't really care. Like, I will straight tell a homeowner, I know to you, oh, just go up there and cut it. Your life isn't on the line up there. So, I tell people, I may not be your guy. Like, I'll be straight up right from the get-go. I may not be your guy. I don't want to be everybody's guy. That's just, there's certain people that I don't want to work for. And you might be one of them people. But, yeah, Guilty's crying. Jacob from Guilty's crying. And he talks about selling the crane. And then, he's zesty sometimes. I don't know. I've heard that he likes women, but sometimes I'm like, are you sure? Because he said, how's your diet going or something? Or he asked Randy about his weight. Men don't do that. Just so you know, we don't do that. Don't do that no more. I definitely don't like that. Shout out to Ryan, Randy, Demandy. It was apparently his birthday. Maybe one of the last few days or something like that. And homie is 40 years old. So shout out to Randy. I got so much sicker when I hit 40. Not sick like Jacob, where you're sick every day, you're like throwing up. Sick as in like awesome. So I'm sure you probably got cooler that day. Downhill ever since. Is he telling his origin stories? And he's at the beginning, isn't he? He's like, we started a tree service, and I was like, I'm going to learn how to climb. And then that's his next comment. Downhill ever since. See, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, Jacob's still cutting trees, but eating this disgusting, dry-ass dashboard chicken. Why does this make it in every video? Does anybody know? What's this obsession with sweaty chicken? Have you ever had to eat anything that's in Tupperware and it just slowly gets warm? It's wet. It's gross. I don't like how the chicken gets such a prominent role in the video. I don't like that. I wish the chicken would go away. Hopefully, yeah, the chicken stops being a main character and we do something else. Then he's like, of course, let's talk, like, might as well just talk politics. What are you doing over here, Jacob? He's like, well, crying about his return on investment for certain equipment. Shut up. No, I don't want to hear this. Cut something. Do something. Climb something. Cut something. Rig something. There's a lot of things you could do. Don't do this, though. I don't like any of this. And then he starts talking about how it's hard to record videos. And he starts shouting out other channels. And there's where I have a problem with this. I don't like this. So you can't be like, well, August still does it and continuously does it. And then he shouts out Rion? Listen, you're not respecting your elders. I don't like that and he acted like after August there wasn't anybody else he could even say. It wasn't like he had a bunch of different. That's disrespectful, and I want a public apology where you're just put a link to my channel on your videos, and we'll call it even. I'm kind of aggravated about this though. That's bull. Jake's wife runs out at night to get him Ben and Jerry. Well, he would be happy if those two dudes lived next door to him, probably. Then he could have Ben and Jerry every night. I don't know about that guy, Drew. I paid Jacob to edit my videos. No, you don't. We all watch your videos. We know how shitty it is. We know you video or you edit yourself. It's so obvious. And I also, actually, this SOB right here, I caught him this week. You can't just pull a quick one, hot shot. You're dealing with, I'm like the final boss. I know what you did. I don't like it at all, and we're gonna address it here in a second. But you ain't slick, pal. I know you think you're slick. You ain't slick. All right, next channel though. Jacob, stop being. Don't talk about diets and weight and I'm always coughing and gagging. And I'm sick. Stop being sick too. That's stupid. Yeah, you know. I mean, it's not that I'm bad. It's not that I'm mad, but I'm disappointed in you. Um, I think you can do better. Okay. Next channel, August Hunnicky. And if you're going to be trying to hang around with me and you got to do better. I just thought about it. If you're going to hang around and try to like be in the crew, you got to get your shit together, dude. You can't be doing this kind of stuff. I mean, I like that. Alright. Oh, BR take off? Appreciate you hanging out, BR. Have a good one, man. I was waiting for him to ask for raw, but he's like, can you do a raw? Like, usually he says, do more raw videos, and then he doesn't watch them. He does it on every channel, I feel like. He goes to everybody's channel. He's like, hey, you should do more raw content. And then he does. You don't hear from him for 6 months, and all of a sudden you're like, wonder if BR watched that video. I like shouted him out in it, and he didn't even leave a BR. But shout out to BR. Hopefully everything works out for him. I dig that he's betting on himself. I back that. When I'm 80, my bedtime will be an hour past my bedtime. I don't like that. I don't like that. You're gonna piss on yourself. You're gonna have. I think you should wear diapers already. I would like to know how much money they had to pay the guy. I was at a flea market and I was walking through, and of course, I don't know why do people buy their Depends at a flea market because it's embarrassing to buy at the store or something. Because they had a lot of Depends at this flea market, and it was like I'm not gay or nothing, but it was like pretty like the guy wasn't ugly. He was kind of cool, like not cool, but like he wasn't ugly. This is gay. But they he was just wearing Depends, and he looked like he was like maybe 21 or something like that, like early 20s. Homie, that's what you're the Depends guy. I hope he got a fat check though. So I would do it. I'd be the Depends guy if they pay me. I don't care. Yeah, well, they're expired. What is usually with something like that? That would mean it's already pissed in or something. That's gross. I wonder if they're pre-peed. I don't like that. That's disgusting. Um, Next channel, August Hunneke. Holy smokes! What up, Lord? August put out a video. It was called "This Kind Can Tip a Crane Over." Slash I Show Why. Is he gonna start streaming or something? That's his name. I Show Why. I don't like that. Um, he's another one that's like I'm gonna focus more on. You've done that since you started. Like, let's stop. Um, and we're trying to pretend like this Echo switchover is not like a paid thing. Like, oh, it's just natural. That's not natural either. I don't like this. I don't like his mustache either. Get rid of that. But I thought I was watching the video, and it's the one where he's got like him and Damien on it, and Damien is it's hard for him to talk with August balls so far down his throat. That homie glazes so hard. I would be so embarrassed. His old lady works with him sometimes too. So like when you see your dude being like, "Oh, you're so amazing. You're the best man that's ever man to man." What? Dude, knock it off. First of all, that's gross. But Damien is like that. Like, you know, you got your when you see a dad and son, and maybe they cut up behind the scenes, and you are like at home, and then you get out in public, and your son wants to like talk about that stuff that you and him only talked about when you were like fishing or something, and you're like, shut the fuck up, what are you doing? Your mom's right there or something. So the video starts. I laughed so hard. My wife's like, what the hell happened in here? I said, Damien was funny, but he was gay before he was funny. He was like, um, I want to get braces, August, when I look at you. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. I bet he's like, I want to get way shorter. I want my ass closer to the ground when I look at you. Dude, you gotta reevaluate yourself. I don't like some of the stuff he says. But this was funny. August wants to talk about his mustache. So Damien embarrasses him and says that it's his French tickler and that his wife probably likes it. And August, you can tell there's a real dude in there, but he's got to play this holier than now persona for the camera. And he can't like just be a guy and be like, yeah, free mustache ride. Just be cool, dude. Do something like, whoa, holy smokes, lift. Bloated toad. I like that. Did you just shake the bushes? Look at that. Homie shook the bushes. Lift, you're wild, brother. You're the man. I appreciate you so much. You don't ever have to do anything. Like, you could stop right now. You've done more than enough. I appreciate you. That's wild. Every time I get in a spot where, like, just the other day, I'm looking at where I was gonna pull that pine log over. It was so far to get to the tree. There was no other trees around that would work, and I was like, damn, there's no way. And I was like, no, Lyft got me that 3-strand. It's definitely gonna be long enough. And I even put a redirect and ran it the opposite direction. Still had enough rope. So, dude, you're the man. Thank you so much. And yeah, thanks for shaking the bushes. And for those that don't know what that means, like on live chats, even if you're just chilling in the background and you're just a watcher, it'll give you a free membership if somebody gifts memberships. I think he gifted 10 memberships. Dude, you're the man. See, how did Murph not get one? It's because Murph's probably not even subscribed. He's too insecure to subscribe. Are you not subscribed, Murph? I don't like that. How did you not just get a membership? Come on, Murph dog. If you're not subscribed, you don't get a free membership. Drew, are you not subscribed? You better be. That's what, dude, that's the funny part about the old shaking the bushes. When people are hate watching and they just want to chill and they don't want anybody to know, it's not what it looks like. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you SOB. I probably said something mean, and then you probably got insecure, and then you unsubscribed. But you're like, I'll still lurk and watch. And you actually love my channel so much and content that YouTube wants you to, but you just, it's hard for you to do. I get it. Yeah, I was too, Charles. Like, that's the wildest part. Zachary, what up, brother? How are you? How you been? Yes, I subscribed. Of course. People not to share, but who knows, brother? I'm just trying to keep. I'm trying to stop this shit. I think TikTok's trying to come over, and the whole time I'm just like, you know, the old 1-2 to the TikTok and all the zesty. We're good over here. Leave us alone. Oh yeah, back to Damien though. He's all throat full of. You know what I'm talking about. He's glazing hard, and it's almost like how more size does with bucking. It's like you're attracted to them, but you idolize them at the same time. It's weird. My kids are looking up. Dude, tell them not to do that. Nope. Actually, for Ground Pounders kids, don't. Nope. I gotta stop that. Those are like my nephews and nieces. Like I can't let that happen. No, we're not doing that. I like that. I think it would be allegedly. I think it would be a great idea if you was to start over. Give it a few more days. That way you get and you have the benefits a little bit of the viral video. But then I think you should delete the channel and start over. And let's see. I think it'd be fun. I think everybody else would be forward to. Look at all these people backing you, Drew. The camaraderie here is just next level. Definitely delete your channel and stop. Just stop. You guys are the best. The way you just, the support over here. It's brothers helping brothers helping brothers. It's good stuff. For the support, guys. What an old crusty troll. Well, I know you ain't talking about the Smurf dog because he is currently bare-assed in the shower talking with you. I'm not going to talk to him because I don't do that. You're going to be out fully dried off with all your clothes on before I'm answering. What up, Pusk? How we doing? We got our operation back to normal over here, Pusk. We're making dreams happen again. We're fixing the world. But I can't fix. Back to August in this video. Damien is just, I think he may be a lost cause. he started talking about August's French tickler, and then he's like, and and August got embarrassed and looked at the camera and like kind of grinned, and just be a dude, and then I would not dislike you in this inauthentic person you're always trying to be. Like, just do it, be funny, and he can't. He can't. He's got to be a douche all the time, a boring douche all the time, and so then Damien, and he may be cool, not on camera, but like, then Damien's like, my aunt calls them cookie dusters. And I don't know, that's, come on, if you don't know what that means, August is like, yeah, because when you eat cookies, you get crumbs in there. No, no, sir. With the way homie spits kids out, let's be real, like, come on. He's got a football team over there. Whisker Biscuit, yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's some. I don't like how he looks like he may have birthed Zacchaeus. Like now, if you looked at them both with their hard hats on, Zacchaeus may be August's son. That's where they get that weird, like, super happy, everything in life's perfect, jolly. I don't know, Zacchaeus feels like more of a real person. Like, he may just be a real good dude. And that may be closer to his real personality than I feel like August is. August is that guy where you see him on the internet, he's all hyper and energetic and bright and then you meet him in real life and he's just like and doesn't want to talk to you. Like, don't, yeah, I don't know. And the mustache, I don't know. I think, I don't know. I thought about stashing it, but then I seen August do it, and then I was like, thank God I didn't do it. I'm so glad. But basically, they did some boring crane work. That was the video. But next channel, IRL August was nice, but seemed quiet. Yeah, I had a different interaction. I'll just say that. I met August. His old vids seemed like they were him being him. Facts. Seems like he changed. Facts. There's where it all comes back and reality kicks in. When a person changes their self, and it may come off natural because he's done this now for so long and changed himself into that person that I know the original August. Like, I don't know him, but like, that's where I had my interactions with him early on. Like, I'm sure the phone number that I have for him is probably 3 phones old, but like, that was real him. And then you get the G-rated YouTube version now, and it's just hard for me to enjoy it, man. But I still, to this day, go back and watch the old videos and love them. So it's like, I don't know what you do. Next channel is Troyer the Destroyer. Gonna know that he's being... You gotta know that he's been playing to the camera. It would be so... I guess. I mean, I don't think it would take a strong personality not to. It would take a personality that's not insecure. Like, it's just... you get guys that, like, you're not a chippery, quirky, funny guy, but then they're like, that's what I'm gonna do because I watched this guy, and they try to do it, and it's like, oh wow, and you edited your own video. You could have just edited that out, but I've got a few new channels that I'm going to be talking about here coming up, and yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the Trees Barby isn't a habitual offender. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know if he put this. Is he still putting out videos? Maybe. Maybe I. Yeah, I may have unsubscribed to his channel because he pissed me off and he's like doing the sheriff thing on one of his videos, and I didn't like that. And you can't have two sheriffs. The Temu version over there with more hair. I don't like that. So I may have unsubscribed. I'll go check it out. He he can be habitual. Like he's very very dorky at times. So Troyer the Destroyer though put out a video called "Span Rigging a Dying Pine." Troyer didn't only put out this video; he put out a couple good tree videos this week. And if you like the just real impactful, action-packed, uh, like music video esque of tree work, stuff like August used to do all the time, he's still doing that kind of stuff with some really cool clips and videos on his channel. This one was real good. It's called "Span Rigging a Dying Pine," and you know that's what I used to like about August channel. I could watch a video and get hyped to go climb, like get stoked, be just giddy about it. And now I'm like, he's so monotoned and just like emotionless that I'm like, damn, I'm kind of depressed. After I watch him, he may do some cool stuff, but like he's depressing. I'm like, damn, man, you got to be rough to be around. Just always, yeah. But he's like Eeyore. That's what he reminds me of. He's like Eeyore with spikes on. Barn is welcome into the cult. Yeah, bring them. We're still taking members over here at the cult. So, but go check Troyer's channel out. His shit, like I said, always gets me hyped. And he flipped the camera off at one point, and it was perfect. I liked it. Definitely tree core over there. Facts. Check him out. Next channel is Tumbleweed Tree Service. This is a new channel that I was checking out, and it's a guy who does a lot of work, I think, on his own. I think it's his secondary job. He works a job and works night shifts and also does the tree work stuff. Kind of cool to watch. He solves a lot of these issues on his own. So if that's something you're interested in, he's building his channel. This video, I wasn't the biggest fan, but his channel is good. The video is called "Sometimes Trees Don't Fall Fast," and like I was saying, if you're not trying to be quirky, like you know how Buckin does his goofy little shit, so ooh, like fruity stuff. Guys try to do that, and it's like, oh man, don't do that. He kind of did some stuff, some weird stuff in this video. I didn't like it. It's just you're a grown ass man acting kooky and weird for views. Just think about that. You're a grown ass man. Never post something that you wouldn't sit down with your family and watch. Because like some of this stuff, I would be so embarrassed. But whatever. But check his channel out. He does some good stuff though, and I back it. So we'll see what he gets into next week. He did another one that was a hung up tree, and I liked the way he just solved the problem quick and effortless. And one rope, pulled that sucker over. It was pretty cool the way he did. I liked that video. I should have reviewed that video instead, but that was his last one, so that's what I did. Next channel Next channel, Climber Drew. Put out a video today, I think it was today, called "This is the most irresponsible thing I've ever posted." Now, I instantly tried to get it copyright struck because I don't like that it's almost viral. That pisses me off. Really aggravates me, and I don't like how, I hate how it got all the views that it got. I think every view makes me mad. Every single one. So I'm mad like 20,000 times already. So waiting for that copyright strike to come back so we can get his video taken down. But while it's still up, you can go check it out. He's a complete fool who shows up to a tree. I'm gonna give you what you want. Give you what you want. Give me just a second here. Yeah, that's just that thing's just a light fixture. What the? Okay. All right. I got some stuff. All right, I'm coming back. I'm here. Okay. All right, you shut up right now. Sit there and shut up while I draw this. I need peace. I need quiet so I can draw good. I feel like some of you are still talking though. Jeez, I must have bought the world's cheapest dry erase board, and I feel like my markers are like semi-permanent to where they kind of don't erase, but they kind of do. You just have to put your vertebrae into it when you wipe it. Okay, so you have like a tree here. Tree. That's a tree. Tree. Little house. Oh, that's good. It's a nice house. I'm good, awesome. That's a good house. Disgusting. I hear cats outside meowing. Or my neighbors. We got this tree. This. This. Damn, I am nailing this. So just wait. You're gonna love this. I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. So I can't draw the whole chainsaw. So, oh yeah, I messed it up. Gotta put the blade in there. Maybe there's like another tree there. I don't know. Close enough. Okay, alright, let me show you this stuff. Because all the drawing, it's all pointless. But this is what we got. So we got this little tree, okay? This little tree, this rock. That's rock, okay? It just rotted. It fell over and laid into this tree, okay? Are you watching? Pay attention. Okay. So then the homeowner rented a lift. We'll draw a lift. Do it like this. Put a tire on it. Put an outrigger. And then, what's this? Oh, I'm nailing this. And a fruit little basket. Okay, alright, so we got this. This is zesty, this thing, okay? But we got a lift. The homeowner went up, took his chainsaw, he put some ropes. He was like, he's gonna pull some stuff, I guess. So maybe he had like a rope there. Maybe he had like another rope there or something. Whatever. But he cuts back here and gets his blade stuck in the cut. That's not good. You don't want your blade stuck in the cut. So, what happens then? Damn it. Drew shows up. So, this is Drew. That's Drew. He's got a fat head, okay? He's got a fat head. Alright, so he shows up and he's like, that's sick how you got your blade in there. He thought that was cool. So he is like, yo, you got ropes? Me too. And so he gets a bunch of ropes out. So now we got all kinds of ropes. We got ropes everywhere. Okay? We got Zesty Lift. We got Fathead. We got Dangerous, House, Chainsaw, Blade stuck. So he comes up with this idea where he's gonna get hold of this piece with a rope, and he ties that rope to this chainsaw, which I wouldn't have done that. I would have purposely left it and let it crash, or just taken the motor off, and then the bar could have fell wherever. But whatever, that's beside the point. So of course, he's got another helper. His head also fat. Not quite as fat head though. So they got this little thing here. It's a GRCS. That's what that is. I hate them. Okay? This is what everybody thinks. They're the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't think so. I don't know why they always have to put the GRCS in the most dangerous spot on the job. Like, where's the most dangerous spot? Right there. Definitely want to put the device where you have to hand crank it there then. No, you don't. If there was other options, should have put the GRCS somewhere else. Ran a pulley and ran the guy somewhere else to where he's not having to deal with that. But that's not what happened. So, they got this struggle fest going on here. They got their lift. Drew hooks up a rope. And all this is going to make sense. Okay. And you know what? Let's stop wasting time. He's a stupid ass. He's a dummy. He's not as stupid as this one. Hang on. Can I draw it backwards? Man, I hope this works. Yes, it does. I can write it. Oh, I got this. I can't do anymore. So that's the worker, okay? Drew, big fat head. Put my arrow right there. That's him. Okay. So he's like, hey, guy that I'm in charge of, you should stand in the spot that's bad. And that guy's like, you sure? And he's like, yeah, definitely. And the guy's like, because he's not an idiot. He's not a fool idiot. He's like, are you sure? And he goes, yeah. Then he's like, hey, I got another idea. We're gonna put ropes and we're gonna swing this dead tree all over our heads and stuff, right? And Drew with his big head, he says, yep, over to the guy. And the guy's like, that sounds great. And then the moral of the story is these two fucking freaks decided to do all this work without hard hats on. So we're going to swing around a bunch of dead shit. We're going to stand in the danger zone. We're going to try to pull off emergency work that could have got the homeowner killed. Now can get you killed. And we can't take a couple seconds. We're so spazzed out and scared about what we're getting ready to do that we don't have enough forethought to think I should put a hard hat on. This guy, that is absolutely 1000% a violation. I should have wrote you a violation for the size of your head, but the fact you didn't put a hard hat on it pisses me off. I don't like that. Now, it's your responsibility to tell that ground guy you should have a hard hat on. Even if you want to be dumb, you should always tell him to have a hard hat on. But the problem is when it was all said and done, and they're done, the ground guy is the one that's like, hey, we should have had hard hats on. I don't like that. I mean, they managed to get it. I mean, they could have just pieced the damn thing out. The basket, the lift went high enough, so they put a pulley here, and put a pulley here, tied it to it, down to the GRCS, cranked it up. There was another rope over here and another rope over that direction, but they stood the tree up. Then they could have just took the basket and moved an anchor rope down periodically and just shorten it. Instead, they wanted to rig it. They end up putting a face cut here, following it this direction after they got standing up. It swung around, busted in half, probably about got somebody. Like, dude, we're not doing this. Like, you know that you're about to be in a situation where shit's going to get gnarly. It is 1000% your responsibility to take care of that ground guy. If you're going to be the guy with the experience, you should be like, hey, we're about to swing wood that is unpredictable over the tops of our heads. Let's put a hard hat on. Now, if that dude then says, I'm good, yeah, then he's good, I guess. But I'm not liking this. This was dumb, but he did it, and wear no hard hats. It was one of those emergency customer cuts. I hate the GRCS. It always puts a ground guy in the worst spot. Lucky for this dude, he was able to run and get out of the way because that tree came up and busted in half where the chainsaw was at and threw shit everywhere and was all crazy. And a lot of the stuff I'm watching here recently seems to involve a lot of luck that I'm seeing. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, but like, Jesus Christ, when there's imminent danger and someone could get hurt, like, it just, dude, you know, there's a lot wrong with that. That customer set you up for failure. So, if you're going to wear a hard hat and do all the protective gear on jobs that are normal, you damn sure need them for the dangerous emergency ones. That's the difference between you and Yahoo John down the street. Come on, man. You showed up like half price Harry and were like, hey, I tell you what, I'll put in earplugs and wear a ball cap and you wear sunglasses and together we've basically got a hard hat. That's not the way. I don't think you get to add stuff together. It doesn't work that way. Nope, that's not true. He does have the mindset for this job. There was a lot of forethought that went into the planning and everything on that. It's just this is what I don't want. I don't want to sit here all the time and say, be safe, be safe, be safe, put safety first. And I know how guys are. I've been that same way. Dude, you're kind of annoying. I will be safe. And then somebody gets hurt or something happens. And then you're like, yo, it'd be a good idea if I was to be a little safer. Like, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I know other jobs you get redos. Like, hey, you're making a piece of plastic. I worked at a plastic factory one time when I was younger, and I made the seats that are in the Rose Bowl Stadium. I made It's a Small World ride at Disneyland. I made the Pirates of the Caribbean boats at Disneyland, the little boat floats, the thing where the orchestra plays on the water. I made those things. Sometimes you just make a bad product. You just start over. You just redo. You don't get those with tree work, okay? We just not a video game. This is not a video game. You don't get redo. You can't just hit reset. Let's get our shit together. If you want to hang out with cool kids, you gotta do what cool kids do and be cool, dude. What up, Chris? In my town, we had 2 people die working. See, that shit's sad, dude. They had a guy die in my town, and he just went up into a pine tree. An older guy who normally hired a contract climber, and the contract climber couldn't show up that day. I don't know who this guy is. I've never heard of him, but he had a dude that would normally come climb for him, and the guy didn't show up. So it was a pine tree. He says, "Oh, I can handle this. I'll just go up." And so he went up into the tree, started climbing, and I think he was only like 60, I believe, maybe 62 or something like that. Got up in the tree, had a heart attack, or had like a heat problem with heat. They couldn't get him down. He died. He got stuck up in the tree, passed out, and before they get him down, he had passed away. So, I mean, it's strenuous, extremely dangerous. After you get to a certain age, you got to start thinking about your health and what you're doing as you're doing it too. Like the older guys that are still doing it, there's even more risk involved. Where when you're younger, maybe you didn't even think about it, but yeah, you don't even know what Diaz it is, dude. You know what's sucky? Is there's a I don't know. I think Nate could win this one because I think Mike's dumb enough to stand there with him and just box. But it's like a perfect matchup for Nate actually. So exactly. And that's why I can appreciate guys that can still do it. Um yeah, Tim, my only worry is the cuts. That they stop it because it's like the athletic commission will stop it because of his cuts. There's a really good chance that ends up happening. So if I was Nate, I would stay away from the clinching, hitting no silly ass elbow or a goofy headbutt or something. So I know what that. Huh? I hope so. You're talking about a guy that like, if you was to like flinch at him, homie like busts open and starts bleeding. So fingers crossed the cuts stay away because I would love for the same outcome. So next, hang on, where was I at? Climber Drew. Okay, yeah, Climber Drew also put out another video. I think it was Don't Work for Friends, and I think you should. I don't have friends. This is what I'm saying. Because then they just want to borrow stuff and ask them for favors and stuff like that. Alright, next channel. I haven't talked about this guy in a while, but we're going to slip into, I don't think so. I don't think Nate goes even, like, unless Mike initiates the grappling, then there's a chance. But I don't see Mike initiate, there's no way. I want to see Ronda lose. I do too. Okay. We're going to talk about Turtle Man. Metal and Wood channel. He put out a video. The channel is called Metal and Wood for You. And he put out a video called Chainsaw Diary, semicolon. If it's from China, I'll pass on it. ... Arthur's comment response. May 2026. Listen. I'm gonna hit him with my famous saying. You potato-shaped dork. He hated that one. Homie showed up one day and started making videos in like a full brown outfit, and he just looked like a lumpy potato. And yeah, the clown saw guy. And I made a video and was like, look at me, I'm potato shaped Steve. And he talked about being potato shaped for a year, it seemed like. But I haven't, I think he blocked me or something, so I can't really talk to him. But that's not how you make a title. Your titles suck. He's talking up his Pro Mags, which that's his brand of chainsaw. What happened to Noker? I thought we were Nokers. I thought we were about the Noker. He's in the bushes. There's a chance that he's one of those, yeah, the hiders. He can get these hands. I'll go. I'm down. I'm down 1,000%. Um, so he's all about his new brand that he calls Pro Mags. And this guy has this delusion that it's like, this is my brand. It's just like from what I'm seeing, and this is all just my opinion and what I think. Nothing's factual for sure. I don't have any inside information, but it's just junk clone stuff. Like, if you like clone stuff, and I would think with clone saws, eventually you throw enough shit at the wall, something's gonna stick. So it's like, I'm sure every once in a while there is, and it may be even more frequent than every once in a while, but it's a Chinese replica chainsaw, a clone. I don't see how his channel hasn't been shut down, because you are not allowed to sell anything that's like a replica. And they shut Aaron Lynch's channel down for working on someone's chainsaw that was like a replica. He worked on it. He didn't even sell, like, I don't even know what happened, but they shut his whole channel down over it. This guy gets to keep doing it. I don't understand that. He still has this weird, this is the shit he says. He says his Pro Mag chainsaws, his 372 big bores. If you don't know about the big bore, he sells knockoff chainsaws. He calls them clown saws. But it's 372. But it's a 76.5 cc big bore that he's got, that he's selling. So you guys haven't even heard about power like this. This is next level shit that no one else is doing. And what sets his apart from all the other ones out there is he has a different switch, on-off switch on his. So you guys, that was the whole problem why the saws weren't amazing to begin with. They didn't have a good on-off switch. So they have steel decal. You can easily pass these saws off for a steel if you just bought the stickers. Like, it's very easy to do. But yeah, I'm just curious how his channel hasn't been shut down, because that's all his channel does. And this Chainsaw Diary stuff is all about how he's got this massive lawsuit against everybody in the chainsaw cult. And that would be any of you guys that know Indiana Doug. Indiana Doug was the main culprit that was supposed to be getting sued over damaging his damaging his name to where he can't sell replica chainsaws on YouTube, which I do believe is illegal. It's like against the rules to do. But he's suing him, and I'm not for sure. I've still yet Steve says he's suing people. He's got like an attorney, he's talked to the judge, all kinds of shit. But I'm still wondering why the cult hasn't been locked up. He still has his weird, creepy obsession with Chinese people, which I don't like that. And I don't like it. And I thought we were noking it. Like, I thought we were all about the nokers. And then now he's a pro-magger? I don't like that. Let's go back. Let's do the nokers. Because that kind of grew on me like a fungus. After a while, I kind of like the noker. So I think we should go back and sell nokers. So, Check him out. He's changing the world. He's also got a patent to fix your eyeballs. It's gonna fix this. This is all fact. This part's fact. He came up with a device that's gonna fix glaucoma for the world. And if you would like to invest, he only needs like $82 million or something. But it's a $1 billion idea. Just so you know, you guys are my friends. I like to, when I have opportunities to make massive amounts of money on things, I like to share. So you guys, that's there if you need. Yeah, go check him out. Next channel is Tree Mugs. He put out an awesome video this week. It was called Great Horned Owl Found Dead in a Tree. And I've been doing tree work for almost 30 years now. I think it's 28. And or is it even more than 15? No, 14. Maybe it's, yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 28 years, so it's like it's hard for me to see something that I haven't already seen. But he puts out this video. He gets up in the tree, and there is a dead owl that hung. It like something happened to it, and it just died. And its claw hooked on the branch, and it got stuck by its claw up in the tree. And they said it sat up there for months before he went and got it, and there was no decay. It wasn't starting to break down. It looked like it had just died, and it had been up there for months. Like it did. None of it makes sense. You got to go watch the video. That's Tree Mugs, Educated Climber. But yeah, the video was awesome. It's just rare that I see something I haven't already seen. That's one thing I've never seen. This was a massive great horned owl that just died and passed out. And if I was guessing, kind of like he was, so many people use rat poisoning to kill mice and stuff, and then, you know, cats eat the mice or owls eat the mice, and then they get the rat poison in them, and, you know, maybe it kills them. I don't really know, but that would make sense. Check that video out, though. It was fun to watch. Kind of sucks for the owl. Like, the owl looked kind of cool, but, like, you know, it was good footage. And Tree Mugs is cool. I like Patrick. I think he's the man. Someone that we haven't seen in a while came out with a video. That's Trevor Ahern. Put out a raw video, crane pics for 2026. Sup, y'all. Listen, you goofy little fucker. That's not how you make a title. Learn how to do that better. Last thing I watched of Trevor is there's like police body cam footage of him like getting punked out by a cop while he's riding an e-bike, and it's good shit. If you haven't seen it, you should definitely go watch it. Yeah, you should definitely go check it out if you haven't seen. Yeah, he gets like stopped by a cop, and I think he ends up getting arrested for something. I don't even know what for, but it's funny. It's funny. So go look that up. I think it's on his channel. But he put out this video. He's still doing the same shit. He's still really good at crane work. But seems like he would be really annoying to like be around. Yeah. He seems more sensitive and feminine. I'll say that. Because he was like talking about how he's got the feelings and stuff, and I don't like that. And something about like the date was great that I went out on last night. She has respect for herself, so we only made out. And I like that she has respect. I don't like that you like that she has respect for herself. You're supposed to be smashing. That's what we do. That's what we're not trying to be like. I'm glad she has self-respect. I respect her even more as a woman and a human being. Nope, I don't like that, Trevor. Yeah, that's not cool. That's not what I would not do that. But yeah, he's a little more sensitive, maybe a little more feminine than he used to be, but he's putting out videos again, so go check him out. He did. He did. He's like, well, I went out on a date. Yeah, we made out. Yeah, we made out. Um, but that's it. That's for me personally. That's a good stopping point for a first date for me. It shows that she has respect for herself, and I have restraint. Exactly, rainbows. Straight. No, Trevor's. I don't think his stuff even works, so it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, that's not cool, dude. You're supposed to be getting in them britches. What are you doing? I liked touching my lips to her lips. It was fun. No. Mouth hugs for everybody. No. No. That chick, she's not cool. She's not cool. I mean, she could be cool. The verdict's still out if she's cool. I'd have smashed. I'm just going to tell you that. I'd have smashed on that first date. You just couldn't. You ain't got no game, bro. You don't have no game. I hope someone clips this and he sees it. You need to up your game, brother. What you tell her, you show her that meme of you holding on to the tree, and you're like, you just tell her like, I'm something. People like me, and just show her your Instagram or something. I don't know. Don't talk though, because when you talk, you screw shit up. Next channel. um, Next channel is Buck Yeah Sauls. Buck Yeah is the shit. I dig him. He's been kicking out content on the regular too. He put out Hyper Tough 46cc 4-stroke chainsaw from Walmart. Hey, a bit of advice, Buck Yeah. On the parts where you talk to the camera, it's hard to hear you. And you're going to have that big range from like when the chainsaw's running, how extreme that volume is. Then if you stop and then talk, maybe just, if you don't wear a mic or something, just come towards the camera a little bit. That way it's a little easier to hear you. It's like, it's hard work. It took me a while, like, I didn't even realize you were talking because I was doing something else, and I looked back over, I was like, I can't even hear him. So, just the volumes are a little there, but, yeah, he's doing a review, and it's hilarious. Like, if you can get a good 46cc 4-stroke chainsaw from Walmart, get it. I don't care where it comes from. You aren't as cool as long as they don't have batteries in it. Don't get it. If it's got batteries in it, that's for elderly and for women. So just don't use it. Then we got, oh god, dude. Okay, Veteran Tree Service. He put out a video called Knocking Out Multiple Jobs in a Day. I wish someone would knock you out. Like, sometimes he talks, I just want to punch his face. Does anybody else have that? You feel that same way? Also, before I say anything, yeah, it would just punch his face. You keep getting her done, though. I dig it, Buck, yeah. Go check out his channel, guys. We got Tim, though, here, the Veteran Tree Service, knocking out multiple jobs in a day. He has a very, very punchable face, and that's all I think about when I see him. But we got some issues here. We have some problems. He's busted. This guy, I caught him. He's been caught red-handed, and we're going to discuss it right now. So he also has memberships. So if you don't know, Tim's doing members. He's trying to hide some of his content from us. He put it behind a paywall. I will be membering up here. I got you. So let me. So I need to be able to police his other content that he has. So I'm gonna have to go over there and leave some real comments, because I feel like everyone's blowing smoke up his ass. He's not cool. So go check his channel for the members. But we got issues here. This guy's a liar. This guy's a liar. So the first part of the video, I think there's like 3, he calls them jobs. I would call them not jobs. I don't even know what they are, but he got in this little bucket, his little estrogen elevator that he's got. And you guys, some of you guys may have bucket trucks, like actual bucket trucks. But we can all agree, his is absolutely an estrogen elevator. It's not even but you can't even be a bucket baby. He's a little estrogen elf. That's what he is. So, he does his little bucket baby work. He does that stuff. What up, Eric? Um, he looks so dumb when he's in the bucket. I hate it. But he's in it, and he's cutting stuff, and it's boring, and so he does that, and then he shows up this other job, and it's the same damn thing as this. Okay, it's the same thing. Actually, yep, it is the same. I'm just gonna do this, and it ends up being the same job. Him and Drew both they're on the same job. So, oh no, hang on. Actually, it's on this side. There's a fence that goes there. It's a fence, okay? And this time, the fat head is Tim, not Drew. So, Tim, fathead, okay? So, oh god, yeah, that's an issue. Yeah, I don't see him being able to knock Nate out, but I can see him busting his face all up and then stopping it for cuts. So, what we end up getting is he has one climber. I don't even know his name. I think his name's Pippin or something like that. It's something Jordan. It's Jordan. He's Pippin. So Jordan climbs up here. He's got just a normal size head because he hasn't been around Tim a whole lot. And then this you can tell how it's a little smaller. That's this little snatch or transbo. Some people call him transbo. I think he actually wants to be called transbo. Oh shit! I don't know how to do this. It's kind of like Rambo, but trans. Yeah, I nailed it. Damn, I'm getting good at this. Okay, so this Tim right here, this transbo right here, and no, I didn't make any of these names up. I call him Little Snatch. Okay, I didn't make. This is not me. He made this name up for himself. He says this. I feel like this today. You ask him why. I don't know. But they don't have this thing, so there's no little zesty lift. All right, that's not there. But Tim is like, yo, I'm gonna go put a rope up on this, and we're gonna put a tree jack to it. I think he called it a winch. It has a name. It's called the Maze Dam Rope Puller, you numbnuts. So call it by the right name or don't talk about it. So he's got like the maze dam over here, and he just wants to pull this off. So here's where I have an issue. So he sets all this up, okay? And while he's doing this, his plan is going to climb up here. He's going to set a rope, and then he's going to cut it, and it's going to swing and just barely miss the fence. And the climber is just going to stay up there, you know, whatever. Something stupid, okay? So this guy, this idiot, he climbs up here. Then he purposely knocks over the camera, which was right here, and then he makes the cut. And then I want you to notice, there's like, how come we get 4 fucking angles of you running the maze dam, clicking at the maze dam, jacking the limb or the wood? Like, it figures you would make sure you record that. But we don't get to see, there just so happened to be only a single angle of the dangerous, sketchy ass cut that got made and fell apart. This, you know, okay, so when it started, there was a full tree, okay? There's a full tree there he's hooked up. What up, John? How are you, brother? Um, so he's got a full tree there, hooks up to it. The camera falls over. You hear a cut happen, a bunch of crashing happen. The camera links back up, and there's like a stick of wood hanging. What? How did it go from legit? There was like all this. Pretend like this is the whole tree, okay? There's all this stuff. It goes everywhere. It's all big. Okay? All this is the whole tree. Okay? The camera falls down. When it comes back on, there's like that. Like one little piece of wood. And it's like, you know, with a rope on it here and another rope on it here. And oh, it didn't hit the fence. I don't trust this guy. I think he's lying. I think there were other angles about what really happened, the actual action shot, because if you can give me multiple angles of you running the Maze Dam rope puller, how the fuck do you only put a singular camera, especially one that can just fall over, where the main cut gets made? Like, where all the chaos is going to happen, you decided, it's only worthy of a single camera. I think you're lying. I think it looked stupid crazy. And this was his way not to show it, but show it and get away with it. So this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it was an absolute fail. He got super lucky, and he edited it to make it look like it didn't go crazy, but it actually did. So I only tell the truth. The fence was still standing. Exactly. Brother, you're talking to a guy who has... I've done it for years and have managed to... I will record something. I remember back in the day. I'll give you whatever. But there were times where I would do something, and mine more was being rude to my ground guy. I had a ground guy that just drove me nuts. And I was kind of rude. And I could, when I was editing back, man, I hear myself and it was just cringy. And I just sounded stupid. So I would edit that shit out. And there are ways, like, I've done all this. So it's easy for me to see it. And I could be wrong. I'm human. But I think I'm right. I think I'm right. I think he withheld some evidence. He's tampering. You know, he could get a charge for that, for sure. But it was just him he was just too insecure to show you what really happened. He felt like, oh no, people are not going to think I'm cool. Which isn't true, because, I mean, Drew was a complete dipshit, and people think, like 20,000 people thought he was cool already today. So you could have been cool. You just show it, be real. I think you're pleading the fifth, huh? I don't like that either. So I think we've established now that guy's a liar. Don't trust that guy. But I'd go, I'm not. No, I think you're right, John. I think John's right too. Actually, John is always right. Because I just read that, and he's like, and he's got it. $32,000 now? Brother, congrats. That's hard to do these days. Especially with anything long form. Congrats. You'll be able to build a little bit of a channel. I would suggest, if I was you right now, to try to kick out a few videos for maybe even a little extra for the next week, and let's see what the growth is in that week. I think you're onto something right there, you know. So what would Murph say? BTS. Hey. Maybe. I don't know. I know there's a video that I want to watch on his members. It's the main reason I'm going to join his members is because it's he's doing some trolley rigging, which I dig. I dig that you put the time in to try that kind of stuff out, and it just looks cool. So I'm curious on that video. I want to see it, and I think you're gonna get more of a real Tim over there instead of the so much like that's I don't want him to shut his members down. That's what I'm saying. Like if it doesn't do good for him, it would be smarter to just post publicly because he gets he's got a lot of subscribers. But if he does memberships and has to lose money because he doesn't have enough members, then he'll stop doing memberships. And I don't want that because I want him to be able to be real Tim with not all the censorship that you have to do to appease YouTube to make things public. So, but I hate that dude. So don't think I don't like him, but I feel like there's so many violations in his members that I just gotta check it out. So, but if I do want to say this, if you can only be a member to one channel, don't be to mine, not his. So if you're like, well, I only got one, yeah, be on mine. Let's see. Member videos are extra sketchy. I dig it. I dig it. You got me here in the next few days. I'll be on. Yeah, I want to thank all you guys that joined back in members. I'm stoked to have the memberships back. That will be where 95% of my content, well, all the shorts, I leave public, and I'm gonna do some more how-to stuff like the CMI rope jack with the GB bollard, all that setup. How am I? There's a lot of stuff that I've got some plans for the memberships, a little more kind of demo shit for some guys. But yeah, my memberships are back up. Stoked about that. Thank you to Lift, a low impact forestry and tree. He gifted 10 memberships tonight. He joined members. Ground Pounder joined members. Rad Dads, we got Rad Dad in the members. We got Charles in the A50. We got, dude. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I hope I was able to keep you entertained through the whole situation of me being in trouble there, and I would be very grateful if I can get my memberships back up to where they were before YouTube shut me down. And yeah, just all in all, I want to thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Again, in all actuality, a single person's opinion on the internet should never affect you in your day-to-day life. So, even though you should listen to what I say and do what I say, you should also tell me to get fucked. So, who got outwitted? $100 right, Clint? If I pay you $1,000 a week, you can afford $4,000 rent. Maybe. I don't know. Even though I think I was talking to one of you guys. Oh yeah, I think it was Tree Fella, and we were messaging back and forth, and I was like, yo, something about my place or something, and I was like, yeah, it's funny when I have someone try to shame me and be like, your house has wheels, like, I guess like saying you live in a trailer. Listen, I've been trailer trash before YouTube was invented, so you can't shame me by saying my house has wheels. Because even though it doesn't have wheels, I wish it. I want to put some wheels on it. So. Well, there's an aircraft mechanic with the Air Force. But did you have a redwood jack? Yeah, yeah. Guys, I think that's it for me tonight. Thank you to all the people that joined members tonight. I appreciate you guys, and huge shout out to Lyft. That the gifted memberships is, you blessed some people tonight. You shook up the bushes, and I love that. So I don't smoke, the crack does. I just oh no. Well, yeah, I appreciate you guys. I don't like you guys, but I appreciate you. You guys piss me off, but like you're kind of cool sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. I'm done. I'm done. I've rambled. So be safe. Don't talk back to me when I tell you something. That part, that's kind of given. If I give you advice, you should definitely live on that and like take it to heart. I am accepting guys to get tattoos. If you get a tattoo, I'll give you a shout out. So if you want a shout out, you just got to get a tattoo. Just love. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I got to see it though. Like, and other than that, I'm done. This is over. We had some new people that don't always get to hang out the whole time. We get to keep John until the end this time. Like, I appreciate the hell out of you guys. I'm here always for you guys. If I can help you in any way possible, let me know. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a safe work week. As long as one of these people that's asking me for help doesn't get me killed, I'll be back and we'll do this again. So, Lyft, I appreciate you so much, brother. Thanks for everything. Ground Pounder, thanks for holding down the fort. Tim, I don't want to say nothing to that guy. Catch you later. Eric, good to see you, brother. You too, Zach. Catch you guys next time. Have a good one. Stay safe.